Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you.
He is a character. Aren't you, buddy? I sat down at the computer to do something, and this guy climbs all over everything. The computer, so I held him, and he just loves being held. Can you hear him purring? He's not much of a meower, but he purrs all the time. And on my hike the other day, I found a bunch of bird feathers, big ones. Probably a hawk. I don't think it's an eagle. Maybe it's a falcon. I don't know. Real pretty. And some of them still had ligament attachment at the very ends. I brought them in the house and I washed them with soap and water and bleach. Scraped them all clean, rinsed them, dried them, and he's been playing with those. I might use some of them for like a dream catcher, but he can play with some of them. The girl that I got it from is a nurse. She looks like she's about my son's age. And she said she's never home. And her girlfriend broke up with her and took the other cat. And she says she's never home. She's a traveling nurse. So he doesn't really have anybody now. So she came over and brought him over. Took a look inside to make sure it was a nice home for him, which made me feel good that she cared. And brought his potty box, and he had a scratching post and a little tunnel to walk through. And he's been jumping on everything, haven't you? We're going to have to establish some boundaries. He'll jump up on the kitchen counter. Oh, you just saw something go by, did you? He freaks out about everything. You're just going to have to learn that there's cars that go by out there. Look at those eyes. You may have one or two white pieces of fur here or there. One hair, two hairs, but he's totally black. His belly's black. Aren't you? Your nose is black. Got a nice thick tail. His coat's real thick and soft. So soft. And sometimes when I'm lying in bed, he'll jump on my head to jump up to the window. He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to jump on me. And he'll snuggle up next to my neck or my head or on my lap. He likes touching and being part of it, don't you, buddy? I hope this takes care of my touchy, needy, touch-feeling thing, because I've let the baby fall asleep on me, which is a no-no. So maybe with this guy constantly needing attention, I'll actually do what I'm supposed to do. When the baby gets tired, I will lay him down. And if he fusses a bit, he'll fuss, but instead of holding on to him and loving him like that. This guy, it might have been like a godsend. The girl called him Louie, which, I don't know. Oh. You booger head. I trimmed his nails, but apparently I missed one. Didn't I? He was real good and patient about it. She says he doesn't mind having a bath. Now, you go on the bed. Oh, now, you go there. Yeah. And he eats dry food, and he eats some of the same kind of food Draw ate. I'm not sure exactly how much he had at a time. She said he ate twice a day. But I have one of those gravity-fed for the crunchies. And he must eat half a can at a time, because he eats, ferociously eats. He's watched television with me, and I played some music today, and he's like, he wasn't sure where that sound was coming from. It's just that when I'm not home, I play the radio, so the cat knows I'm coming back with Thrall. So I'm going to get him into that same mindset. He's shedding. Little cat hair everywhere. Who sheds more, me or the cat? Don't know. I want Brian to see him before I settle on a real name. I kind of renamed him Toby. So a lot of people that I know think his name is Toby. I don't know. Should it be Toby? Should it be something else? I could have called him Jet because he's quick as a jet and he's jet black. But I don't know. I want it to sound like a male person, so if I'll say, oh, I have to get home to Matthew or whatever, people go, oh, she's going home to her husband, or whatever. No, the cat. Thrall was not a normal name. Neither was Squeaky. Neither was, well, Eddie had a name, Edmund. So if I say Eddie needs me, they'll think, oh, she's going home to somebody named Eddie. Yeah, a cat. I'm having trouble falling asleep when I don't want to fall asleep. But when I need to sleep at night, it's like my body's afraid to sleep at night. Napping is okay, sleeping is not. I heard some comedian talk about that, saying that the old couple never slept. Was it Kathleen Madigan? I don't know. She said that they would take turns napping because people die in their sleep, So we're going to take turns napping. I don't like those dreams, so maybe that's what I'm doing, is I'm napping instead. Not good. I've got to be more like everyone else, I guess. I know I'm my own weirdness, but, oh, golly, what is this? Oh! I can hear Brian giggling and laughing, playing with the baby over there. This is his normal day off, but once he starts a practicum, it won't be. I'll be working on Thursdays. So Tuesday and the weekend will be my only time to be at the computer or whatever. Or in the evenings, but a lot of times I eat and I go to bed. Oh, I'm sorry. Everything distracts his attention. I'm twirling my glasses and he's looking. He thinks he has to eat everything, and I do. I don't want him to be a fat boy. I do want to name him. I thought about Frederick, or Freddie, or Alfredo. I've always liked that, Alfredo. Well, if he was Louis, he could be Luigi. But, I don't know. Certain names I like are known by other people as other weird people. So, I'm going to steer away from those. I just want a regular human name, so that sounds like I have someone at home. Cleaning yourself? Good. He goes to the bathroom without making a mess. He cleans himself. He doesn't spit up in his water or wash his face off or anything like that, like Thrall used to. He's good about it. I'm very, very happy that he's here. I just hope that I can establish the house rules. I don't know. You guys, what do you think would be a good name for this guy? He's got golden eyes and all thick black fur. He's a character. He's 9 months old. He was born in June, let me put it that way. So he's full of energy. Don't know if that'll change over time. I'd like, as I said, establish some kind of rules, like no jumping up here or there. If he jumps up on the kitchen counter, it's possible that the stove will still be hot, and I don't want him doing that because I don't want him to get hurt or knock something down and burn the house down. He's got to learn parameters. This is Thursday, the trash goes out tonight, then there's Friday, and the weekend, yay! Brian wants me to make some more dental appointments so I can stop looking like a jack-o'-lantern. And I've got to come up with a name for this guy so I can make a neutering appointment at the vet. And their nearest appointment's in May. So I have a couple days that I could really think about what to call this guy. Oh, golly Moses. Huh. Could even call him Moses, I guess. I don't know if you can hear Brian in the background talking to the baby. What are you doing? God. I feel bad. I'm always yelled at by Brian because I'm falling asleep or I'm doing this or I'm not doing that. Or why don't you call me before, yeah, as long as he's here doing his studying this week and all, when the boy starts getting tired, not wait till he falls asleep. Apparently, Ashley tells him what she sees through the camera, and they have arguments and fights, and I haven't really talked with Ashley. It's like she's avoiding it. So I know there's something. There's got to be. I want to straighten it out. I don't want it to get any worse. I don't want to be what people think of as a mother-in-law. I really don't. My mother-in-law was wonderful. I loved her. She was wonderful. She had an abusive situation at her household, too. The husband said whatever he said went. And he was rough on her. But she was always kind to me because she knew what I had to deal with, I guess. I had no problems with my mother-in-law. But maybe that's a guy thing, that they have problems with their mother-in-law. That, with my mom, I could understand. And I've strayed way off again. Eee, you monkey butt. Well, I'm going to go. Anybody have any suggestions for this guy? I hope Brian can meet him today so that I can start making appointments and do stuff. Upward and onward.